All right. Hello, everyone. Let me confirm if you can hear me clearly. Let me confirm. You can use an emoji, an excitement. All right. Thank you so much. So, today's call is gonna be more of, more conversation. So, if you want, you can also put in your video so that we can see you. Because I believe we can be still having to connect to each other, knowing more each other, connecting and enjoying the journey together. So I'll introduce myself. My name is Emilie Hiwa. I am from Rwanda, basically, and I'm based in Tanzania, living in Tanzania. So I'm the uh, community manager and the career tutor for 10 Academy. And I've joined 10 Academy back some few years, and I'm so much excited to meet each and everyone here to be with you within this journey and the 3 month journey through the community building management, but also on this career management. So, why do we have career challenge within this program? Of course, first of all, it's just applying learning to real life, but also building employability skills, reflect and grow. It's also going to be helping us to prepare for the job readiness, engage and collaborate within ourselves, but also after the program. So that's the main goals for the careers challenge. So without further ado, if there's any question or if there's anyone who would love to share anything before we start, you are welcome. Or if you have any question about me, you can ask. Then we go forward. You can raise a hand or just open your mic and speak, or you can share in the chat box. All right. So I guess the silence says yes. There's no question. So let's just go ahead. So this is Kifiya training program 8, effective time management is our career challenge. Uh, Tutorial introduction. And yeah, without further ado, let's just start. So within time management, there's myth about time management. There's always like myth about anything, but also within time management, there's different myth with time management. And the myth here we have time management is nothing but common sense. People say time management is nothing, just nothing, but just common sense. But also multitasking is efficiency. People say, or people agree, or people just hear from here and there, but multitasking is just efficient. But also it takes all the fun out of life. But also time management, um, it works better under pressure. Some people say, no matter what I do, I won't have enough time. Sometimes believe that. Some people believe that. They believe anything they could do, they will never ever be able to manage their calendar, their schedules, or to manage time in general. But remember, this is just a myth. So the truth about time management, we have increased productivity, but we also it also reduces like stress, but also improve self-esteem with time management. If you can plan each and everything of yours, like your schedule, daily schedule, or even your monthly, and practice time management, it's going to help to improve self-esteem. And then also helps achieve balance in life, increase life confidence, but also helps you to reach your goals. So the steps to managing your time, there's different steps to managing your time. Number one is set goal, prioritize task. Of course, you really need to prioritize task. You might be having this engagement yet in the career, but also maybe you studying or maybe you having a job. So you have to set goals. You have to be like, maybe this is the time to attend community building session. This is the time to attend tutorials. This is the time I'm gonna be having my assignment or maybe anything. So you have to set goals first of all for you to achieve or to practice the management, but also prioritize tasks. But also get organized. This is also another step. Eliminate distractions, overcome procrastinations, but also let go of perfectionism. So with time management, it's also going to help you. It's also going to be important for you to abolish or remove all perfectionism. Avoid taking on too much, but also just start. So with the steps here, you have to set a goal, prioritize task, then get organized. And net distraction, if you have any distraction, maybe social media, your phones, anything that can be your distraction, then overcome procrastination. If you're procrastinating over something, maybe you had to do this thing, but you keep asking yourself, or you keep telling yourself, maybe later, or like stuff like that. So you have to overcome or eliminate that, or overcome procrastination, let go of perfectionism, but also avoid task taking too much on something, on your task. Maybe you had something that could only take maybe a few minutes, maybe an hour, and you end up having 2 or 3 hours. So that's the steps, but from the goals, set priority, what's important and what isn't important for you. If you're setting goals, you have to consider what's priority, what's more important for now. What order do things need to be done in? Do you have maybe an order? Do I have maybe to have this meeting? Then after the meeting, I have maybe to go for lunch, or do I have a lunch? You have to do things in order, so that you can manage all your calendar, all your responsibilities like effectively. Natural, and it gets more like you get used to it. Yeah. So prioritization technique, we have different techniques that we're gonna. Hello, I guess my network stopped a bit. Where did I left? Can you hear me?
Of course.
Yeah, I guess my network was a bit slow, but I guess we're on the same page, right? And let me know if there's any question so far, or if I'm going too fast, make it a bit slow. Is everything fine? Just a thumbnail or any reaction. Amazing. Thank you. So let's go ahead. I was talking about the techniques within prioritizations. So we have Eisenhower matrix, you have ABCDE method, we have Moscow method, and a Pareto principle. So you will explore all these techniques for you to understand how you can prioritize the task. Number one, which is a snow matrix. This is how it looks. You have the urgent task, number one. Then two, here in the blue color, you have the less urgent task. Then in the green color, number three, you have what you can delegate, which is less important. Then on the number four, this you can delete. This is more less urgent and less important. This is then important, but not important, not much important. So you can always prioritize or plan your work like this. If you have maybe 5 tasks per day, you can list them and then see which one is more urgent. That one that is more urgent, you do it now. That's what you have to start with. Then the task that is more not less urgent, you can schedule it maybe to do it after. Then there's that task that's less important. It's urgent, but not that much important. That one you can delegate to some person, or maybe you can ask for help. But there's a task less urgent, but also less important. That's not for you to do. That one you can delete. So that's how the technique works. Going forward, the ABCDE model, it works, it looks like this. There's medium priority, there's highest priority, there's the lowest priority, but there's also what to eliminate. So you can always go around that way. There's a Moscow method, is like this as well. There's high priority, low priority, excluded, won't have, could have and should have and must have. So you set all your task. Is this a task that I really, really, really have to do? That one have to go to high priority. But should I have to do this task? But also in between high priority and low priority. But also could have do it or could do it or something like that. Something like that. Then that one is low priority. Uh, then there's excluded, that one like you won't have. Then going forward to the last technique, which is Pareto principle, this one comes within like percentage. Going forward and then make a schedule, estimate time alignment for each task, work all important set, time obligation, then schedule time blocks, be flexible, schedule breaks, use Google Calendar as well. So eliminating distractions, stay focused. This is more of the Pomodoro techniques. There's also other techniques. You after sharing the careers challenge document, you explore this, and then there will be a list of tasks to do using all these techniques. Going forward, try it and evaluate your plan, how you spend time waste on perfection. Perfecting too much on something. But there is also another type of procrastination, which is believing that the repeated minor delays won't hurt you or won't do anything or won't bring any problem. But also talking about rather than doing things. I Yeah, I guess my network, yeah. Uh, But we can you see the screen? Amazing.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Amazing. So going forward, how to overcome procrastination. This is also some ideas like you can win the mental battle by committing to being on time, set and keep deadlines, organize and schedule and plan, divide a big job into smaller ones, find a way to make a game of your work or make it more fun. If you have the very huge task to do, you can make it kind of more fun for you to complete. But also reward yourself when you're done. When you have done something, you can reward yourself. You can have maybe some juice, you can have maybe you can stand up and anything like you think can be as a reward to yourself. Tell your friend and the family to remind you of priorities and deadlines. If you can remind yourself, or maybe you can, if reminders doesn't work for you better, but also learn to say no to time wasters. If there's someone maybe, oh, let's go out, let's do this, you can always prioritize your task or your schedule. But also wake up every day and commit to your goals. That's very, very important. And what I can tell you here is do it. Time management at 10 Academy. The bad news is time flies. Let's just end the just fly, you know. So time really flies. The good news is you are the pilot. You are the pilot of time. So you can always direct it the way you want with time management, with how you schedule, with how you run all. And this is by Michael Alfuera. I don't know how to read that name correctly. So let's have a look at the challenge itself, which will take a few seconds. But before that, let me see if there's any question before we go to the career challenge document. Do you have any question, any addition, anything? You can raise a hand or you just type in the chat box. All right. So I guess there's no question so far. So let's go right away to the careers challenge document. That's more of this what we have been talking in within the tutorial. So this is how it looks. Uh, I hope you can see my screen. Yeah. So later on, you access this on 10x. It has been shared with you, but also you also get a link on your email. So this 10 Academy Careers Program, Kifiya AI Mastery Training Program Code 8, which is Week is Your Careers Challenge. Today we're 7th November 2025. And the challenge is time management. So here's the timetable, table of coding, which we have introduction, expected learning outcome. There's meet the team, the careers team, of course. There's key dates, there's challenge overview. Then you have weekly tasking instruction, submission guidelines, evaluation criteria, and the references. This is all the document. Then we have an introduction here. You're gonna read and get to know why time management and why this challenge document. Then here you're gonna see the benefits of effective time management. You're gonna understand the why, how does this benefit you? Like, of course, like we said, increase productivity, reduce stress. We did talk about on the tutorial, the slides. There's improve self-esteem. There's help achieve balance in life. There's all around benefit, but also expected learning outcome. By the end of this challenge, you should be able to understand and apply time management strategies, um, reflect critical on your time usage and make informed decisions, improve on how you prioritize and schedule your task, but also gain hands-on practical with professional calendar tools. Not only that, within this document, you have the team here. My name here, Emilio Ira, the career student comment manager, but also Arun Sharma, the co-founder and director for 10 Academy at 10 Academy. The key dates we have the key challenge is going to be released today, 7th November, but also the submission deadline is going to be on next week, Tuesday, 11th November, 25 at 8 59 UTC, which is actually 11 59 EAT, Philippine time. Submission platform is going to be on 10x learning platform. And the deliverables here, what to do. We suppose there is a typical Friday at work. As a software engineer, suppose you are the software engineer for a fintech company, you have a list of tasks that need to be completed before the day ends. You start at 8 a.m. and finish at 5 p.m. Review the task you need to complete. Remember, you don't have to complete everything today, but you must finish 11 of the tasks you can address. Network was also a bit, but I was showing you the series of tasks. So this is the task, this is fixing an issue. There's Hello, I am back. Uh, are we together? I guess internet interrupted a bit. Can you hear me? All right. So I will present the screen again. We're about to finish this element. Okay, so I hope you can see my screen. I mean, thank you, a bit there. The rest. So yeah, I was telling you, this is where you have to be more careful. This is the series of tasks to do for you to do all this time management challenge document for career challenge. So you will come and read all these tasks here that you have to be done. Then here is the exercise. A writing report in PDF format, 3 to 5 pages, containing answers to all the following exercises below. Number one, distribute your chosen 11 tasks into 3 columns: high priority, medium priority, and low priority. And then explain why you put a certain task in that priority column. Number two, plan your day using Google Calendar. Schedule each task on those 11 tasks, allocating specific day, is time block, AM to 5 p.m. Based on their priority and deadline, then take a screenshot of the schedule and add it in your document as a PDF, just to show the schedule that you scheduled all the thing. Then number three, you have the remaining 4 tasks which you decided to not work on today. Please explain why you chose to not work on each task of them today. From the time management, number four, that is number four. From the time management, start strategy from the time management strategies shared in the tutorial, which one did you choose to use while doing this exercise and why? Number five, what reflection do you have on your experience from this exercise, particularly focusing on how you managed your time during the day? That's the exercise. That's what you have to do. Then NBM for 3 to 5 pages, where writing page, depending on how detailed your justifications and reflections are, focus on the quality and the competenciness. Report structure on learners. You have to report in full name, challenge name, week 0, time management, the submission date, then final submission. Then what to submit, of course, a document answering the questions above. You can find it here. Then lead policy. You're gonna read here like all regarding the late submissions, but also the feedback. You will receive a feedback, grading feedback on 10x, but also we have the marking rubrics. While marking will be considering like task priority, in the question trainees, like everything you will read this and understand. And then also we're also going to be considering task allocations on Google Calendar, strategic decision making, time management strategy that you chose. Grading will not look at whether they explained how the strategy was applied and its effectiveness in managing the time effectively throughout the task, prioritizations, and scheduling process. So we're also going to be looking at reflection on the time management. So that's it so far, but you have to note that individual feedback will not be given. And here is going to be the links to all the resources. This is more of like the references. So that's it. That's the Courage Challenge document. So let's have a question. If you have any question, if there's any you don't understand, you can raise in the chat box. You can raise a hand, and then we make it a day. We call it a day. We have 4 minutes for questions. You are waiting. Anyone? Just a question, a random say. You can also just anything. I just want to hear someone. I've been talking a lot. Anyone to share? Okay, you can see something in the chat box. Sorry, I was late for this. Why was the is about. Yes, Jonathan Fasike. This is the Careers Challenge introduction tutorial. So I was just going through the Careers Challenge to give you what you have to do, the task and everything. But don't worry, this has been recorded. We're gonna be uploading it on YouTube in 2 to 3 hours, a range of 2 to 3 hours. So you can always catch up from where we started and everything. But also, I think it's also accessible on 10x later on modules. I will have to make sure with the team. But in case you have any question as well later on accessing it, please reach out to me on inbox. I think we should wait. We could come back after fixing it. I think that was internet here. So sorry, I was late to this. That's Jonathan. Then Rufta game. How would we include the Google Calendar into the PDF? Just take a screenshot. Schedule the Google Calendar, then take a screenshot, then put in the PDF in the document. Rufta, amazing. Thank you. When is this? When is it? The submission? When is the submit? I think the submission is on 11th next week Tuesday. Let me just make sure here. Yeah, submission that challenge submission week 0 is gonna be on 11th November at 11th p.m. as well. So I guess I answered your question, Jonathan. And it's submitted through 10x platform. Deborah Eyesu, do we incorporate the image from Google Calendar in a single PDF? Which I will answer. Oh, no, you have to make one document. You submit this one document. Within that document, you have to put a screenshot of that Google Calendar. Does it make sense? Amazing. Thank you, Deborah. Do we submit it again on Wednesday? No, the submission you can submit on Wednesday, yeah, or anytime from today to Wednesday. Anytime you finish, you can submit anytime. But the deadline, just remember the deadline of submission is on 11th, and the closure, the platform to be closed is on 13th. Are we together? Is everything like final? So if there's no more questions, we can wrap up from here. But in case you have any question later, you can always reach out to me like on Slack, or maybe you can always ask in the channel, in the respective channel with 0. So thank you so much. I will meet you again on community building session. Yesterday we had a lot of funny facts, but also a lot of lies. People who were like a lot of lies. So I will go through it and guess the lies. People were lying a lot. But I got a feedback. Someone was saying like, I don't speak 6+ language, 8+ language. I go to learn. So thank you so much. That was a joke. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Ciao, ciao.